Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Whoever is joining us now or will be watching later. I am again at SunGates Center. My name is Rita Board, and I'm so excited to introduce my good friend. Uh, it's not accidental. We know nothing is accidental, but she's a licensed naturopath. She's a multidimensional energy practitioner and spiritual counselor and fellow seeker, and her name is Dr. Pack. This amazing woman, and she right here. Hi, Pack. Dr.
Hi,
Pack.
Rita. Hi, everybody.
Hi. So, and she come up with this amazing theory, subject, object, whatever it is, which called Wordology. And we're gonna see and hear what she has to tell us, right? And
Right,
whatever
yeah.
spirit
Okay, so
spirit would send.
we're good. It's like everything else, it's a journey, and it started who knows how long ago. I mean, etymology, the study of words, has been around for a really long time. Um, I recognized that when I had taken Spanish, when I went backwards to be in nursing school and doctoring school, that I used a lot of the roots of words to understand what they were trying to teach me. And so I've had a fascination with words for a long time. Um, and then my daughter, teaching her Greek and Latin for school, learning the basis, also brought me to this place of understanding the roots. But then I was in Hawaii, and someone told me the word aloha. And it's kind of like namaste, where we say, the light within me honors and blesses and respects and sees the light within you. And they break it down into namaste. Aloha is kind of the same idea, where it's like the breath, the spirit of me, the spirit within me, the ha, comes out and says something to, connects with you. So that was kind of like the jumping off spot for so many things I've done with this. And it's turned into a game with me, because the concept of when I slow down the words a lot and I start taking them apart a little at a time, because they're kind of put together a little at a time, sideways for a minute. In Chinese writing, each stroke is a concept. This is man walking, and each picture is a story. So if you think about each word, not just being a word that says tree, but each word being the story of the tree. So here's the tree, and here's the branches, and here's the energy of the tree growing up and reaching out. And so it's not just tree, it's so much more. So I have this board, and I have some of my favorite fun words to play with, because it's like every time I see a word, my brain starts taking it apart and putting it back together. Um, because one of my favorite words is, um, most of us know, in the Bible it says in the beginning, or whatever, was the word, and the first book of that is called Genesis. Well, Genesis means new, right? So we have new, and it goes from new into, my brain said, well, what about gene? A gene is something you use in your body to make something that's brand new. And then it was like genuine. When you're genuine, you're talking about something that's new. Okay, so then it kind of gets, genuine and genome and ingenious, and I like gnome, like the little creatures on the ground. Gnomes are new. But then I went to, this is where it gets fun. Um, Imagine. Okay, well, I love Imagine, because this is what I did with Imagine. Hopefully, we can see this. Imagine. Okay, this is fun. I
I am Jean.
I am a genie. I'm a
Ah,
magician. I'm a genie. I am a genie.
Jean. Wow, this is so cool. Yeah.
And so if you think about when you use your imagination, that you are the creator. You're the genie creating whatever your genie, and the word gene is there. Gene, something new, something magical, something wonderful. So the I am is a genie. And it's like, I don't know, I got excited about it because then it went into imagine, and then it went into like, oh, look, what words in here? These are the magi. And then we have stories about the magi coming and the magic. So within this, now we have magic, and we have the magic of the genie and creating, and what are you seeing and what are you making, and we were creating in the image, right? So we're creating an imagination of, but that's the genius of it, is that everything can be new again.
Is it a genius?
Yes, yes. See, you get it. So that was just, and again, my mind went on from there. So this is another one that jumped in. You know, it's kind of like, oh, here's my magic eraser I just found in the closet. Um,
So basically, every word or almost every word can be divided, I would say, analyze.
there's a lot of words. Most word. Well, I can't say most words. Back to this. When people name things after like a doctor who created it, it's not the same as the words that come from the concept of words getting put together. It really goes back into the very beginning of like the Aramaic of words, or the Kabbalah, which is part of the Aramaic, and actually each letter had a meaning and a sound and an energy behind it, and they would intentionally put the words together because of the energy it created, or really it's about energy. So I can't guarantee you every word is, but I see things. It was hard because even as I was writing, I'm like, oh, look at that word. Oh, look at that word. How fun is that? So again, my brain gets kind of, it just goes running around. Oh, here's a good one. This just happened. Um, my girlfriend was like, find your inner authority. And I'm like, oh, because she's like, you're so whitey. It's like, okay, so here. Please forgive the dogs in the background. They're having fun. I
No
write
problem.
so well. This is why I'm not a teacher. But I am a doctor. Isn't that funny? Here, is that better?
Well, doctors don't write really
You
clear.
know, that was the joke.
Yes.
You know, it's like, you can draw a picture, but you can't hardly sign your name. It's like, well, you know. Here, we'll erase this one so you can see this. So, um, and again, here's Peg's craziness playing with words. To me, the A is about bringing energy from the universe down into the ground. Okay? Brings it down. It's the beginning. There's some across to ground it. There we go. That's our A. This is the U. Comes down. Oh, catches it. And it shoots it back up. How great is that? But I like this part. Does anybody know who Thor is? Besides the dog barking outside. Do you know who Thor is?
Yeah, yeah.
Thor is, he's
From the
no,
rose.
not
Yeah.
Thorn.
Uh-huh.
Thor is he's a German, from German mythology, the god of thunder and lightning.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so when you speak, have a deaf dog. This is speak. Yes, when you speak with your Thor, you are speaking from inside of you with your inner thunder and lightning. And it is, I don't know, just getting it done. But I was just thought it was so comical that my girlfriend's busy saying, "Be, Thor." I've got this dog, Thor, and it's like, to speak where you are seen and heard like thunder and lightning. How empowering is that, to be your own authority, to be your own author, to speak your truth from within you with your thunder and lightning. So you are seen and heard. So,
Well, yeah.
wow, here we are.
Yeah, this is very, very interesting. So can I come up with the word?
Well, maybe. Well, you know what happens.
Maybe.
See what happens. I don't know. We'll try one. Okay.
Let's try. Well, we are having conversation. How about that?
Okay.
Conversation.
Spanish. We have con, which is with. Don't know why. And sin, which is funny because it means without. So we have con, and we have ver. Ver, part of ver means to see, like to see, but also means truth. Like verdad means to see the truth. Okay, so when we are in so back here, con is with. This means with. There, we're going to say you and me together. We can do something with that. And Sean is always the action of doing something. So we're having a communication. We're seeing the truth with each other, and we're sharing it. So to me, you know, to have a conversation is, again, me and you and I, or whoever, sharing the truth and seeing the truth. Hopefully, really, you know.
Well, not always between people, right?
Well,
But
but if
hopefully.
you see with your, I go off on things. I remember reading again that when spirit speaks, spirit listens. And when we speak from our heart hears and our heart listens. So when we're in a real conversation, when we're speaking our truth,
Right.
It's different than the blah, blah, blah of every day. Often we have very deep, meaningful conversations where we're both very present to what we're sharing, what's going on. And the con action, that's a whole other word that we can play with, because con's again with, and actor rect is a straight line. So a connection is a straight line between two people, and there's a connection that allows the energy to just run right back and forth between us. And we feel that with people. You can feel a connection by just looking at them and go, oh. Sometimes it's not so great, but sometimes it's like, wow. You know, when we're in our heart and we're really present to what other people are there to share with us, you know, everybody's a messenger of something. It makes the ride a lot of fun. And I'm really learning to play with things more because it's learning to let it be a game. And there's game pieces everywhere. And
Yeah, like
really
we are playing games all the time. Let's go. Maybe we'll go. Maybe we won't go. But just to say that every word is a vibration, right? Whatever we say,
yes,
vibration. So, can you really show, or if you can, and differentiate the bad words and good words, and show how they consist of different things and different vibrations, if it's possible, or just something that
I don't know if I went there because even like because let me think about. Well, what do you consider a bad word?
well, you tell me.
I don't know, because to me, if everything is something being created, it's just, how we use something. You can be powerful. I like powerful, because it's like, well, I'm pow, to be full of pow, po, but po is a whole different one. I don't know. Let me think of what's
Okay, let's leave this for next time. Just really think
yeah.
about it.
I
Let's.
really hadn't thought about bad words. I'll have to look at
Okay.
that because well, here, how about we want to be illuminated, but we have ill. So, well, is ill bad? You mean, are we bad or are we not bad? Ill. But loom is about light. So when we're illuminated, we have light within us. But actually, Lucifer, which we all consider like the bad one that fell to the earth, he actually came, and there's a story about him and about the light and bringing the light and getting he turned into this power thing. And so it one of my things I get into is that we change channels, but not. How about you're responsible, right? We hear that all the time. Take responsibility. Well,
Right.
what does that word really mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have means to do again, sponse, right? To respond. And we have response able. Oh, perfect handwriting. To respond, to be able to do something and to be able to do that. So in how my mind thinks is I'm like I try to be very careful about what am I saying with the words I use now because they're very powerful. They start things in motion. And that's shun. That's trying to get us moving. So I want to be responsible, but that means that I'm able to respond. That doesn't mean I need to carry. Car means to move, carry, and to carry the burden of someone else. I care so much. I don't want to carry you. I don't want to be responsible for everything you do. So it's like be aware of when you say, I'm responsible, I'm going to carry you, I'm going to do this for you. Do you really want to take on that burden of responsibility when you're able to respond? But that's not what it means. How about, does that make sense at all? So
Yeah, of course.
it's
Yes.
like when someone says you're responsible, well, what you're saying to me is I'm able to respond, but it doesn't mean it's my job to carry it, really. There's a different word for that, which is like maybe accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Mm-hmm.
would be more, to hold myself accountable, which is a very different idea than to use responsible. Okay. So when you want someone to be accountable, then you need to use that word, accountable. But responsible doesn't have the same vibration and it doesn't do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Actually, this is interesting. I feel like it's a good way to learn the language.
As a seeker, I would venture to guess that people who are going to watch this are people who are on a seeking path of understanding, and we've done a lot of clearing, healing, whatever we're doing kind of work. And the more work each one of us does, the clearer and more pow ability to to we all are here learning about how powerful our words are. So and the clearer we get, the more powerful because there's less stuff in the way for our words to go out and start an intention. That's another word we can play with. Here, let's put that up here to go back to. And I think that's right. Um, we can put it here. I think that's part of it here. Sometimes I take them further apart, but not so much. Let's go back to that intention, setting intention. The point is that when you understand how powerful your words are, you choose them more carefully because they do set things in motion. And what are you intending? What is your inner tense? Tense is to pull.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so if you have an inner tension, an inner pulling, um, be aware of what you're pulling, but be aware of inside yourself, like attunement. It's another fun word. Attune that we meet. But we do it when we have an attunement, like a Reiki attunement, and someone does this, they send a vibration in to tune you, to put you into alignment. You're meeting your own tune. You're meeting the tune of the vibration. Tune is a sound, right? That brings you into vibrational harmony resonance with the Reiki energy, which is actually a specific vibrational frequency. Um, and it brings you in.
Mm. Mm.
So, what is your intention? It's like what's pulling inside of me? What's calling me to we have things that impress us, and then we're the person who has to express.
Uh-huh.
What do I want to send out? We have lots of people expressing or depressing or pushing in at us, and what are we willing to take in, or what do we need to not take in? Um, but what's calling us? What's the tension? What's that pulling? Okay, and then to be in alignment is another word. To be in alignment meets. But I had fun again, fun with pegging words because I see things differently. Because my mind just likes to do things because here, new color. This is a line. The shortest distance between 2 points is a line. Okay, that's great. A line that meets. Well, what did that turn into? Well, I often do this because that's where I need to be. But then I thought about, well, what happens when a line met? When a line meets itself, what do we get? Now we have a circle when a line meets itself. And so then my mind went into, sometimes it's hard to, I have pages of trying to follow where my brain is showing me to go. If you have alignment, and then a line that meets itself, and then if the line meets itself again and again and again and again, now we have a spiral, and spiraling energy is energy moving up or down, but this also creates a spring, which is a cushion, which allows the energy to move with, I love grace and ease, because we need a lot of that in our world.
Oh yeah.
This to me
Absolutely.
is we have spiritual energy, we have earth energy. This is the knowingness. This is the east, west, we have north, east, south. And the south is the child. So we have, ancient wisdom and the energy coming in. We can run back and forth, and we can get caught on the teeter-totter of thinking, which is mental, and east, which is thought, new thought, and west, which is emotion. Some of you know what this stuff is already. And then we have the child down here of the child of wonder. Because as things come in and we look at things anew in the world, we're like, wow, isn't that amazing? So, it's a fun one. If you go and do the numerology chart, more erasing. This is how people come up with words. Do we know that the word news? What do we know about that word? We don't know, but I found out that
Nuisance.
This
Nonsense.
is where this word came from.
Wow. Ooh. Unbelievable.
Isn't that cool? It's
Wow.
you asked me about words and where they came from. We create words all the time. I mean, we have like the word "ooh," iBook. Well, 100 years ago, we did not have the word iBook. But that's what they came up with, is news. Anyhow, so I had this one come across my screen one day. And I just like to play with them because sometimes I'll see a word and I'll go, wow, I wonder what that really means. Or it entertains me. If I take it apart and put it back together, we have, I'll go back to that one. We have, many of us have been taught, I learned this from Healing Touch. We have this, oh, here's a person, right? And we have energy that comes in. We use our grounding cord. We'll be a happy person. Here's our heart. We like going heart. We have this energy that comes in, right? And how do we bring energy in? We use something in Hawaiian, it's ha, breath, right? Ha. And we bring in breath, we also are bringing in Ra, which is light. The god of light is Ra. I'm pretty sure that's Egyptian. This probably could be 100 different things, but I know it's from like Hawaiian, it means breath. And in my brain, that's right. I decided, instead of making it all up, I decided I wanted to use that. So when I'm using my Hara line to get myself grounded or present or whatever, I'm using my breath and I'm calling it light. And to me, that word means breath and light. And when I breathe into that, that's what I'm doing. And I'm breathing the breath of light. And it's the light that's the sparkling, twinkling energy, chi, that we are, that keeps us animated and going.
Wow, we live in an amazing world.
So are we overwhelmed yet, Miss Rita?
All right.
This was an easy one. There's most of us say this as Yosemite, like Yosemite Sam. It's the name of a mountain range out in, oh, please don't hate me. I know it's in the west, like Colorado, Wyoming. I think it's in Wyoming. I'm not sure quite which one it is, but Yosemite Sam is from there. Yosemite Park. I think Yogi Bear is from Yosemite Park. But what else can you see in there? Did you see this? So mighty. As in, yo so, because it's like, yo so mighty. And we ran it all together because we like the kids speak faster and faster. And it turned into Yosemite. I don't know, it's one right or one wrong, but again, it's just like, I just had fun with it turning into that. I have, and this I use when I do healing work. People come in and I say, I have a cold, I don't feel good, I don't want you to catch it. It's like, don't worry, don't worry. Somehow my brain said, I am, can't hardly read that. All right, let me try to write that so it's remotely legible, right? I think that was right. Here, try it again. That was right. You. I am not, I don't know how I got this, I am not you. And with this, and I'll say, I am immune. I am not you. And that just kind of makes this barrier energetically that says, whatever you think you do or don't have, it's not mine. If it's not mine, you can keep it. I'm not getting it because I am not you.
Beautiful.
You like that one? I like that one. I use it a lot for people.
Of course, I'm not you, you're not me.
Well, yeah, and I don't need to catch whatever you have because it's not mine. I don't need that. I'm going to go sideways for a minute. I do have this background in being a doctor, and I have a background in being a nurse, and I have a background in nutrition and all this fun stuff. And I am hearing that a lot of people are having colds right now. And let me share an idea with all of you, is that spring is a time when our bodies naturally do a detox. They do a detox from the winter of eating heavier foods, grounding foods. We eat more meat and fat and food that creates heat energy in our body. And so now our body is wanting to clean itself. So we have spring things. We have runny noses and things letting go. And we feel like we have the flu. And there's a lot of the wind is blowing and there's a lot of clearing going on. And we're programmed to think that, oh, I'm sick, I have the flu, I have something going on. And I would just gently say, your body has infinite wisdom to heal itself, and you're really detoxing. And it's actually a great sign that your body is so wise and wonderful that it knows how to heal and detox from the inside out. And you can kind of slow it down a little bit, but let your body do what it knows how to do, blow your nose. Don't, it's okay. Blow your nose and just give yourself time to rest and drink fluid so your body can get rid of all this stuff. So, side note, because that's what I do. And that was your realignment moment. How about Rita? How about the idea of enchanted?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what enchanted is?
What?
Well, when we chant, we have something called chant, and this is a lot about cantata, which is about singing. Okay, we're going to sing. Vibration in we'll call it Jewish tradition. We have cantors. Yeah, we need some other ones. We have cantors, and they sing. But we have the monks that chant, and all of those are about. And often when the monks chant, they don't really say words. They use tones, right? Mm-hmm. The sounding, and it's all about vibration. A lot of singing is really about singing, and I talked about the enchanted forest, where you go into something that's been, I looked it up, they called it bewitched, a witch is really someone who's wise and wealthy. It's really not what we think that word means either, the etymology. But when we enchant something, when we sing, when we do it, we're creating a feeling or a movement, and its energy and its sound. It's a whole nother part of that. But enchanted, when you're chanting or singing, you're creating a vibration, and we're all singing together, and it just creates an energy, a frequency.
That's what it is, exactly.
That's what it is, and we do that. We do this on purpose. We sing a lot together. We do a lot of drumming, which is the same but different. But I just, to be enchanted. And it's kind of like, in some ways, bewitched or hypnotized is another way to do it. But we don't even realize that how often do we have a song in our head with words and sounds that it comes back at different times that will take us back to a time and place, or we use a song to take us back to a time and place that feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it really is. Songs are very powerful. We have them all around us all the time. We'll call it the universe, creator, God, whatever, likes to sing in my head songs because it's how they talk and teach to me different things. I had a word here for a second. that was kind of like that idea. Where to go? I don't know where, but anyhow.
Well, I think we can leave some for next time.
If people are interested, you can connect with Rita at thesungates.com. And if you want to see if I send some words in, I can play with them, look them up, see what comes up. I mean, it's kind of like, challenge me, stump me. Let's see if we can find something fun, or send in and say, hey, Dr. Peg, what about this word? What do you see here? Or this is what I saw. I opened my eyes to something really new and exciting, and I'm seeing it differently. I wanted to share it with you because I would love to expand this. I'd like to share it with other people. I use it a lot when I've got some different groups going on, and I use it to teach and actually do healing work with. So that would be
Absolutely.
awesome
Yeah.
if you have a response, please send it in, and stump the doctor. I'd love it.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about on different subject because, as I said, Dr. Peck is multidimensional energy healer, and not just a healer. I mean, I don't mean healer just by healing hands or healing energy. It's multiple way of healing that you hold in your shoulders. Say so.
Well, you know what, I'm going to put it in my heart because I
Heart,
actually, one
exactly,
of my
heart.
biggest things,
Yes,
and you know this, is that I
yes,
really am very heart centered.
yeah,
And it's really about that connection for me to connect with people and I see you, and I'm really very much a clairsentient. I feel you as part of the long distance I can do. Again, if you want to connect with me, please connect with Rita. She is able to get a hold of me. I am currently in this amazing house in the middle of, I think I live in 250 acres of woods in the middle of rural Indiana, and it's been very healing for me. Um, but the universe is, we're all one, and the work is easily done from anywhere. And it's whether it's prayer work or connection or whatever you need, we're here. We're all here for you. That's what Rita. That's what Rita's space is all about.
absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much,
You're
Peggy.
welcome.
Yes,
Thank you
and
for the
we'll
opportunity
connect
to share a little bit of Dr. Peg with you.
it. Thank you so much, and we'll see everybody soon.
Okay.
Bye
Thanks.
bye.
Bye.